Before I say anything else, I want you to notice something. Most people say they want more money, but when you listen closely, that's not what they're really asking for. They're asking for something else, something quieter, something less visible, but much more powerful: certainty. Because if money was only about numbers, then earning more would fix everything. But you already know that's not true. Some people earn more than ever and still feel anxious, still feel tight, still feel on edge, still feel like one mistake, one emergency, one bad month could knock everything over. So the problem isn't income, it's uncertainty. And today, we're going to break down why your brain craves certainty more than wealth, how uncertainty silently drives your financial decisions, and how to build a sense of safety even before you earn more. Because once you understand this, you stop chasing money and start building control. Welcome to Money Mindset Lab, where we treat money habits like experiments, not moral judgments. Let me ask you a simple question. If I gave you two options, option A, you earn more money, but your income is unpredictable. Option B, you earn less, but you know exactly what's coming every month. Which one feels safer? Most people don't even hesitate. They choose certainty, and that tells us everything. Here's the core truth of this video. Your brain doesn't chase wealth. It chases predictability, because predictability equals safety, and safety is a survival need. Money only matters because of how it affects safety. To understand this, we need to look at how the brain actually works. Your brain evolved to survive uncertainty, not optimize portfolios, not manage budgets, not plan retirement accounts. Uncertainty meant danger, not knowing if food was coming, not knowing if shelter was secure, not knowing what tomorrow looked like. That activated stress. So even today, modern financial uncertainty triggers ancient fear. That's why inconsistent income feels stressful, even if the total amount is high. That's why variable expenses create anxiety, even when you technically can afford them. Your nervous system doesn't read spreadsheets. It reads patterns. Here's where it gets interesting. Many people believe they're stressed because they don't have enough money, but often they're stressed because they don't know what will happen next. Irregular bills, unexpected expenses, surprise charges, fluctuating balances. Each one sends the same message to the brain: you are not safe yet. Now let's talk about how this affects behavior. When the brain feels uncertain, it looks for fast ways to regain control. Sometimes that looks like overspending. Sometimes it looks like hoarding. Sometimes it looks like obsessively checking accounts. Sometimes it looks like avoiding money completely. Different behaviors, same root cause: uncertainty. This is why two people with the same income can feel completely different about money. One feels calm, the other feels constantly behind. The difference is not math, it's structure. One person has predictable systems, the other lives in reaction mode. Let's talk about a common mistake. People say, once I make more money, I'll feel secure. But what usually happens? Income increases and expenses increase with it. New obligations, new expectations, new lifestyle standards, and uncertainty stays because certainty doesn't come from income, it comes from clarity. Here's an important distinction. Money gives you options, certainty gives you peace, and peace is what most people are actually chasing. Now let's break down the three main sources of financial uncertainty. First, unpredictable cash flow, not knowing exactly what's coming in or when. Second, unclear obligations, not knowing what your money is supposed to do. Bills, subscriptions, commitments, floating around in your mind. Third, lack of buffers, no margin for error, no room for surprises. When any of these are present, your brain stays on edge. And when your brain stays on edge, long-term thinking shuts down. Saving feels harder, investing feels scarier, planning feels pointless, because uncertainty pulls your focus into survival mode. Now, here's the shift that changes everything. Certainty is not created by more money, it's created by fewer unknowns, and you can reduce unknowns at almost any income level. Let's talk about how to build certainty, step by step. Step 1, make the invisible visible. Uncertainty thrives in vagueness, so clarity is your first weapon. This means knowing three numbers: your monthly income, your fixed monthly expenses, your true available spending money. Not estimates, not vibes, numbers. Once those are clear, your brain relaxes slightly, because now it can predict. Step 2. Create boring predictability. This is where systems come in. Automatic bill payments, automatic savings transfers, consistent routines. Boring is good. Boring tells your nervous system this is handled. Step 3. Build buffers before goals. Most people try to save for the future while still living one surprise away from panic. That keeps stress high, so before chasing big goals, build small buffers. A starter emergency fund, a buffer in your checking account, a margin between income and expenses. These don't make you rich, they make you calm. Now let's talk about why this works psychologically. When your brain knows there's margin, it stops scanning for threats. You sleep better, you decide slower, you spend less impulsively. Certainty improves behavior, even without discipline. Here's a powerful reframe. Financial security is not about having more, it's about needing less reassurance. Let's talk about people who appear very wealthy, but still feel anxious. Often, they lack certainty. Income fluctuates wildly. Spending is unstructured. Lifestyle is fragile. So despite high earnings, they feel trapped. Meanwhile, someone with modest income, clear systems, and buffers feels in control. That's not an accident. That's design. Now here's something subtle, but important. Certainty does not mean rigidity. It doesn't mean controlling every detail. It means knowing what matters and letting the rest be flexible. That balance creates calm. Let's make this practical. Here's a simple certainty building checklist. 1. Know your minimum monthly survival number. 2. Automate everything that repeats. 3. Separate spending money from future money. 4. Build one buffer before chasing growth. 5. Review your money once per week, not constantly. That's it. No complex strategy, just structure. Now let's talk about identity. When you build certainty, you stop seeing money as something that controls you. You start seeing it as a system you operate. And that identity shift is powerful because people who feel in control make better decisions. Naturally. Here's the final insight I want you to remember. If you feel anxious about money, don't ask, how can I make more? Ask, what feels uncertain right now? Because fixing uncertainty often brings relief faster than raising income. So here's your challenge. This week, identify one source of financial uncertainty. Just one. A bill, a habit, a missing buffer, and reduce it slightly. Not perfectly, just slightly. Then notice how your stress changes, not your balance, your stress. Because when certainty increases, peace follows. And when peace is present, wealth becomes easier to build. If this video helped you, subscribe to Money Mindset Lab. Every week, we explore the psychology behind money and build habits that actually stick. And comment one word, certainty, because once you stop chasing money and start building certainty, everything changes. See you in the next one.